like to invite you to open your Bibles with me to Revelation chapter 12 and verse 17. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 17. This verse is speaking about the end time remnant. And we've studied a few things about this verse, but now we want to take a look at an expression that appears at the very end of this verse. It reads in the following way. And the dragon was enraged with the woman, and he went to make war with the remnant of her seed, who keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. So God's end time remnant will not only keep the commandments of God, not only will they have faith in Jesus, not only will they have the patience of the saints, but they will also have or possess the testimony of Jesus Christ. Of course, the question is, what is the testimony of Jesus Christ? I believe that the best way to understand what is meant by this expression is to return to the times of Jesus, actually right before the coming of Jesus, the first time to this earth, and study a few things about John the Baptist. And so I invite you to go on an interesting tour with me to examine the story of John the Baptist, the one that was called to prepare the way for the first coming of Jesus. The first thing that I want us to notice is that John the Baptist arose in the midst of a great religious revival. Notice Matthew chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Matthew 3, 5 and 6. It says, when Jerusalem, all Judea, and all the region around the Jordan went out to him and were baptized by him in the Jordan, confessing their sins. Notice that there was great expectancy. It says here that Jerusalem, all Judea, and all the region around the Jordan went out to John the Baptist. And one of the reasons is because John the Baptist was very similar, as we'll notice in a few minutes, very similar to another prophet of the Old Testament, Elijah. He dressed like Elijah. He ate like Elijah. He lived in the desert like Elijah. He spoke like Elijah. And so there was great expectancy that the Messiah was about to come, because it was expected that a forerunner would come which would prepare the way for the coming of the Messiah. And by the way, the Jews also knew that a very important prophecy of the Old Testament was about to be fulfilled, the prophecy of the 70 weeks. In other words, the prophecy of the 70 weeks said that after the first 69 weeks, the Messiah would come, the anointed one would come, and they knew that 483 years of that prophecy had just about transpired from the going forth of the word to restore and to build Jerusalem. They could count forward, and they knew that the prophecy of the 70 weeks, the last week, was about to begin. And so because of John the Baptist looking like Elijah, and because this prophecy was about to be fulfilled, there was great expectancy and a great religious revival. Now, John was asked if he was a prophet, or if he was the prophet. And I want you to notice what his answer was. John 1, verses 19 to 21. John 1, 19 through 21.